For 2 weeks during the fall of 1993, Southern California was ravaged by a series of 26 separate fires that will not quickly fade from the memories of the people who lived through them. Tonight, we're going to relive one of the many personal stories that have risen from the ashes of these tragic fires. It's the story of a family, their home, and the powerful experience they had facing a firestorm.
Those Santa Ana winds creating all those problems. We have a big brush fire burning.
This friend of mine called. She said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "What do you mean, are you okay? Am I okay?" "Sure, I'm fine." She said, "Well, did you know there's a fire?" And I looked up and I could not believe the smoke. I called Ted and said, "There's a fire."
So I jumped in my car and raced home. I got onto the Coast Highway. It was a chaos, absolute chaos. People were frantic, and they would go in the center divider, and then they were in the other lane of the traffic, and then they were in all lanes of traffic, blocking the fire engines from getting through. I got up to the line, and they said, "I'm sorry, we're not letting anybody else in at all." So I went back and parked my car and said, "What am I going to do?" I walked along the beach, 1.5 miles, and then darted up the hill. It looked like Mount St. Helens erupting to me.
I was very relieved when Ted got home.
Here's our house. Hopefully we'll see it again. Fire is very close.
First I got my car keys because from the Laguna fire I'd heard of people that couldn't find their car keys. Well, I packed my car.
And I pulled out our video camera, and then I got the idea, I'm going to make a record of what we are leaving behind. Our beautiful living room, new floors, granite tile in the kitchen.
Dad, stop that. Can we get the girls little books from there?
And
I thought, this is great, Ted. I've been packing the car for 4 hours, and you get home and you're going to start filming things.
lots of stuff I can't bring. How do you decide in an hour what of a lifetime you want to take out of your house?
And then I got really upset because I couldn't find the girls' baby books.
Hope we see it again. Lots of nice memories here. Our daughters' rooms were the hardest. We have twin daughters. They're now in college. And there are a lot of mementos in there. All of our lifetime. We have Whitney. Where's Whitney? There. Hi, Whitney.
Whitney had her little head right up to the back of the window, and she was just crunched in the car. We had so much stuff in there.
You're in the car, and you know that you're going, so that's good. Blowing more in our direction. Wind was starting to come our direction. I knew that was probably fatal to our area. About a mile away. That's my wife. Okay. The police were there saying, "Leave now. Leave now." Cool. We're ready to roll. You're thinking about your history, 19 years in one place that may be gone.
When this firestorm comes through, get out now.
We just sort of kissed the house goodbye. That was hard.
What?
Where are we going? We stood in the driveway, and we said, where do we go?
Go get him! Go get him! I called our good friends who happen to also be our insurance agent. They even put up their clients who are fleeing a fire.
They understood that I was a full-service insurance agent, so they probably just thought they could move in with me. And they were quite welcome. We saw Dana first, and she had her car just packed. I mean, I've never seen a car so packed in my life. She had this big dog in there, Whitney. It was at least 10 minutes before she could even get Whitney out.
And our clothes.
As an insurance agent, I'd recommend that everybody videotape the inside of their home.
Beautiful French doors, beautiful lamp.
If the fire occurs and things are burned, it's really impossible to remember what you had.
Our dining room totally redone.
It's up to you as the individual to prove what you had and what its value was.
That night, I just beat myself up thinking of all the things that I'd left. We saw that all the houses on the ridge were gone. I called my daughter and I said, Susan, things really didn't look good. We were okay, and the dog was okay. And then we called our daughter in Mexico, who knew absolutely nothing about it.
We spent a second night at their house. We woke up the next morning and we said, we're going to get in.
So they left, and we gave them a hug and said, we hope your house is there. And we were quite concerned that maybe they'd had some serious damage. And
I got to PCH, and they were not letting anybody in.
I said, I'm going through here. I'm going down to see if my home is there. The guy finally said, I'm not going to stand here and argue with you. You can just go on, you can argue with the next guy. I'm tired of arguing with you people from Malibu.
Go ahead. Wow.
I'd never seen anything like it. It looked like a war zone.
Power lines down.
The power lines are all down. You got up here and you just realized that it was worse than it looked on television. My God, look at these. Now, I think Robert's house is gone here.
Yep, it's all gone. We were getting more and more afraid that it really was true, that we had lost our house. Around the corner, let's see. We can see.
Okay. Slow down.
Burned our neighbor's house.
My God, look at these. It looks good.
It's there. It's there. Oh no, amazing, amazing. Oh God, they saved our house. We just sat there in the car and just said, my God, it's still here. I can't believe it. Come on, Whitney, let's go. Yeah, you're so happy.
We were ecstatic that our home was still here, but the hurt of looking up and seeing all these people who'd lost their homes. And why? Why was my home here and their home was not? Craziest thing.
I think we're lucky. I think we're really lucky. Flames just roared down here and took everything out. Everything.
God, be it a he or a she, was certainly there for us.
Everything.
You know that Mother Nature does have the final say.
Next, an animal activist travels to Brazil to save an abused dolphin. We'll be right back.